this video is going to be a little bit different. What we're going to do, instead of watching me do training with a dog that's already pretty trained, we're going to have a newer handler with a newer dog learning a new skill, and kind of show you guys what that looks like in a little bit more realistic fashion. So I've got my brother Brent here with his dog Lottie, and we're going to go through simple sit stays. Sit. Okay. Do you not have a pocket to put the food in? Just so it doesn't become a visual cue, what I can do is I can put it in one of my pockets and just, yeah, I would do it that way if it's easier. The visual of the bag can become a context. So getting rid of that is not terribly important at this stage, but if we don't have to do that, we'll avoid it. This also might be a nice little distraction for her too. So, yeah. Lottie, here. Sit. So don't give her food. Yeah, perfect. On that last trip, you gave her food for sitting, which is okay. But if we're working on the stay, we want to reward her for staying. Okay, much better. Do your routine for trying to draw her out of the stay yourself. Go ahead and do that. Maybe do like some clap your hands or whatever. Oh. No. Yeah, then go put her back.
It's also weird because I don't usually have food in my hands. Sit. But this one is a different way.
Yeah. So on this first one, just do one round of clapping or drawing her in, and then stop. There you go. Now go to her. And go somewhere else. Maybe pat your legs just once. There you go. Good. Do it again, maybe twice on the leg taps. There you go. And then go ahead and release her. Okay. Good. Okay.
Sit. Sit.
Maybe do like a kiss. Yep. Put her down. Yep.
Sit.
Good. What we're teaching her is that's the only cue for the release is okay. That's going to be the only cue for the release and nothing else. On this one, maybe do the kiss and slap your legs like once or twice. Good. Now
Okay.
on this, yeah, that'll work. So another thing you could have done, that was fine, is go back to that position, but then say, okay, compare.
Oh, from all the way over there.
Yeah. So the context is exactly the same. The only thing that changes is the release.
Yeah.
You wouldn't reinforce her for that.
Yeah.
Necessarily. Put her in a sit. Walk away from her. Do like a kiss leg tap. Go. Away again. Do it again a little bit more vigorously. There you go. Girl, go back to your spot. Now this time, just give her the release.
Okay.
She doesn't trust it. Yeah. But say it like, okay.
Okay.
Okay, good. Give her pets. You don't have to give her treats for this. There you go. Not necessarily. You can. It's not going to hurt anything if you did. But what I like to do is just put a lot of emphasis on the stay. Right. So that's where all the fun happens. That's where all the rewards happen. Yeah. Okay. Let's try that again, but this time I'll be the distractor. I will layer on, trying to get her to leave the sit position. Sit. And then you can stand at her side, you know, wherever side she stands on, whenever you're in a walking with her or whatever. So she's on your right. Yep. So your hand came back and her head, she had to go like this to go get the food so she popped her butt up.
Not exactly. So I don't want to leave my spot.
So how would you deliver it?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter a whole lot. You can
slower.
step in front of her and just give her a little food. But for this drill, it doesn't matter that she stays on that side.
Okay, so I get this.
Yeah. But what I would do is probably have one hand that's like your reservoir hand, you can call it, and the other one with a little bit of food in it. You just pull from it. So put, yes, like that, and maybe have a little bit less in that hand, and so that way you can just take your hand and put it in front of her like this. Yeah. Go ahead, put her in a sit again.
Bloody.
Sit. She chases after it. Yeah, following the lure. Sit.
Oh my god, I dropped one piece and this is how she acts.
Yeah, just move her to a different spot. Yeah. Put her in sit.
Sit. I'm gonna have to be like real stupid about how I deliver it to her.
Yeah, so.
Because, okay, another thing, she gets real excited and then she'll knock it out. Like, yeah. She even does it in her food bowl.
So let me see your hand, how you hold it. Okay, let me see him. So with your right hand, I would hold it like this. Put your thumb over it, and then when she does it right, like this. Just sort of snag them out. Yep, and then just keep a thumb over it, and just let her get little pieces at a time. And go ahead and try it. Put that hand over. There you go. Much better. That way you don't have to push. She's not following. But she's just taking, and you can still kind of control it with the thumb. So it's real important that you don't drop pieces of food too much. It doesn't matter what you're doing, not just to stay, but for all behaviors. Because if they get in a habit of looking to the ground for food, that's going to bleed into other things. Buddy, sit. Adorable. Go ahead and release her. Okay. All we're doing, essentially what we're doing, is making the distraction the marker. The distraction, me being obnoxious, is the marker telling her that a reward is coming. And she was actually piecing it together really quick. She'd look at me and be like, oh, he's acting like an ass clown, and then look at you. And that's perfect. That's what you want to see. The distraction becomes the marker. Sit.
So, I guess detail question.
Sure.
Should I reward her as soon as she looks at me, or as soon as you're done being distracted?
Either or. Actually, it really makes no difference. I like the eye contact, so I would do it off the eye contact as long as she holds the position. Yeah. I'm going to say your name once, so this could be tricky, but we'll see. Lottie. Perfect. Yeah. Try to get her attention back up towards you. Put a food in front of her nose before she finds it. Yeah.
Okay.
So next time that happens, I probably should have prompted you ahead of time. But if you accidentally drop a piece, try to have some food ready to put back in front of her nose and pick her head back up so she doesn't follow it so much. Sit. Lottie, what are you doing? There we go. Lottie. Oh, sweetheart. Good. As a distractor, the person doing this, if the dog breaks the sit, turn everything off immediately. So that's why I hesitated for a second. Her butt came up for a second, so I stopped, and her butt went back down. And then he reinforced, so that's perfect. What are you doing, sweet baby? Perfect. Lottie. Lottie, Lottie. Come on. I'm going to go behind her. Sometimes being behind a dog can be a distractor. Lottie. What are you doing, Lottie? Go ahead and release her. Okay. Make sure she heard you. Okay. She's like, is this distracting? Yeah, I know. She like doesn't trust anything we do now. But as long as we're consistent with the okay being the only cue. And what may happen, may help her is the way you say okay. You kind of say okay in like a okay sort of thing. But for her, it might be okay. Yeah. You know, like bring the pitch up, and that may help her. Yeah. And also, if you need to still, you can, you know, Lottie, sit. Good. Good. Okay. Do something like that. Yeah. You can do that to kind of condition it, and then you just fade away the toss. Good. Okay. Good girl. So the next context we can layer on, just to change it up a little bit more, is put her in a sit. You're going to walk away a little ways, and then let me distract her. And this is how you can work towards you eventually being out of sight while people are trying to get her to break the sit, and she won't. Lottie, sit. Good, and then walk away a little ways. Probably about like that, yeah. And go ahead and release it. Okay. Lottie, okay. There you go.
But it's like, I don't know if she's like ignoring me, or maybe I should do her name and
Probably do the name first. What I think is she's still got quite a bit of puppy brain, so especially if she thinks a piece of food was dropped, she's like so hard in her nose that ears are off, so to speak. So snap her out of it with her name, and then give her it, just to be consistent. Sit. Come on. And release it. Okay. Say your name first.
Lottie, okay. I think
She might be anticipating the recall whenever you say her name too, because it's always a Lottie here, Lottie come or whatever. So that could be part of that.
And do you want them to be the same or no?
Ideally, no. So I think for her, just to build the consistency, I would say okay and toss some food on the ground. And do that for a little while. And then as soon as she's doing it consistently, you can tell she's expecting the treat toss, we'll remove it.
Yeah, ever since we started doing this more distraction, she's like, no.
I'm not moving ever again.
I don't believe it.
So that's what we're teaching her, is that you can only on the release, nothing else. And that's the whole point of this. Sit. There we go, this way. Come on, let's go. Oh, that's good. Let's do one more time. You have food?
Oh. No.
Just her back. Sit.
taste the same way.
It doesn't really matter. No. We'll just go back to the same spot you were.
Miss Lot?
Oh, good girl, come on. Yes, you.
You got a little food left? Okay, I'm gonna do one more. It's gonna be kind of tough, maybe.
Come on, here.
And release her. Go ahead, do a treat toss.
Okay.
Good. That's what we'll do for now. Just condition that for. I think that's pretty good. It's a pretty good space session.